unary operators, binary operators, and ternary operators. That classification is based on what? Number of operands. Unary operators will do operations on single operand. Binary operators will do operations on two operands. Ternary operations will do operations on three operands. Unary, binary, and ternary operators there. That is a classification purely based on what? Number of what? Operands. Then we discuss one more classification that is based on the type of operations you perform. And we discussed a category called what? Arithmetic operators. What will arithmetic operators do? They do simple mathematical calculations. And we have symbols like plus symbol, minus symbol, star symbol, division symbol, modulus symbol. All this will do mathematical operations only. And we'll learn one small rule here. What is the rule you learned here? If both the operators are of integer type, result will be of integer type. At least one of them is floating point type, result will be of floating point type. That is the rule that we discussed with respect to the arithmetic operators. Then we have something called assignment operators. Then we have assignment operators. And there is only one assignment operator called equal to. Only one assignment operator called equal to. What is the use of this equal to? Equal to operator is used to assign a value into a variable. It is used to assign a value into a variable. It will copy the value from right side to left side. It will copy the value from right side to left side. On the right side, we can specify a value. We can specify a variable. We can specify an expression. You can specify anything on the right side. But on the left side, you must specify only a variable. You must specify only a variable. And assignment operator can be nested, but not at the time of declaration. Assignment operator can be nested after declaration. Assignment operator can be nested after declaration. Declaration time nesting is not allowed there. Assignment operator. Then we discuss some category called unary operators. We have three symbols: minus symbol, plus symbol, minus symbol. Minus symbol is meant for converting the value from positive to negative, negative to positive. Plus operator is called as increment operator. Minus operator is called as decrement operator. Increment operator is used to increase the value of your variable by 1. This is used to decrease the value of your variable by 1. And there we have two styles: pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement, different things. And then we discuss something about the rules here. The increment decrement operators can be applied to all numeric data types. We have 8 primitive types. In that 8, 7 of them are numeric types. So this plus and minus can be applied to all numeric types. And these operators cannot be nested, and they should be applied to only variables, not to values, because values cannot increase, decrease. Only variables can increase, decrease. Unary operators. Then we have the next category, something as relational operators. Relational operators are meant for comparing the values. They are meant for comparing the values. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to. These are called your relational operators. And the purpose of these operators is to compare the values. Compare the values there. That is the reason some people call them as comparison operators. I have two variables x and y, and I want to compare. Is this x value less than y or not? Is this x value greater than or equal to y or not? Is this x value equal to y or not? You are comparing them. You are comparing them. You are comparing the values, and those statements are called as conditions. And those statements are called as conditions, dear. Am I clear, dear? They are called conditions. And the result of all these operators will be of Boolean type, true or false. Condition satisfied, true. Not satisfied, false. Based on the operation, you get the result as what? Either true or false. Only two outputs will be there. You will not have multiple outputs there. Relational operators there. I'm writing a program here to check out the relational operator. So I write a class by name demo, begin the class, end the class, and I'm writing a main method there. Public static void main with what? String array and string args. I begin the main method, end the main method here. Inside this main method, I'm writing one statement: system dot out dot println. If I write 2 less than 3, is the 2 value less than 3 or not? So I'm saving the program by what named here demo.java. I save it. I open the command prompt, go to the D drive, go to the work folder. I am setting the path. You understand the process here? Set path equal to C drive, program files, Java, JDK, and bin folder. We set the path. How do you compile, my dear? Java C demo.java. If the code is valid, the compiler will generate .class file. If the code is valid, the compiler generate .class file. That .class file will give to the JVM. So what is the result now? Result is true. Why it is true? 2 is less than 3. Like that, you can write any kind of operations there. 2 less than or equal to 1.3. 1.2 greater than 1.4. This is A less greater than or equal to 100. A less than B. A less than or equal to 99.9. 1 greater than true. 1.0 greater than or equal to false. I'm writing different combinations here. A less than true. True less than or equal to false. If you observe there, I have written different combinations there. Both are int type, int and float type. Both are float type. Char and int type. Both are char. Char and float type. Int and boolean. Float and boolean. Char and boolean. Boolean and boolean. The two rules here, dear, with respect to the 6 operators that you are seeing here. Even what are the rules for the first 4 operators are different from these 2 operators. So if you see in these examples, I wrote only the first 4 operators. Less than equal to, greater than equal to. Everywhere that only I wrote there. So I save this program. I want to compile this code, Java C demo.java. Demo.java. And you are getting 4 errors. What are the 4 you know here? Boolean is invalid. character and boolean invalid, double and boolean invalid, int and boolean invalid. The last four statements are invalid. I save the code. I compile the program demo.java. Now the code should be valid. I compile and execute there. Now you're getting the result as what? True and false there. What is the rule here? Relation operators less than equal to, greater than equal to. These four operators can be applied to any combination of numeric types. Both are numeric, 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 both are numeric. Here, one numeric, one boolean. Numeric, boolean, both are boolean, invalid. So what is the rule? The relation operators less than equal to, greater than equal to can be applied to any combination of numeric types only. Any combination of numeric data types only. Am I clear here? Now I replace these four operators with these two, equal to and not equal to. These are also called as equality operators. These are also called as equality operators. Equal to, not equal to. Equal to, not equal to. Everything I'm writing that only. Equal to, not equal to. Equal to, not equal to. All are equality operators. Now also I wrote all combinations. Now also some are invalid, but not all, but not four also. Earlier you got four errors, no? Now you get only three only. What three? Int boolean, double boolean, char boolean. What is missing? Boolean is missing. This is valid. These three are only invalid. I remove them, save it, compile it, execute it. Last one is true. Why true? True not equal to false. Yes, they are not equal, so it is true. So what is the rule now then? Equal to and not equal to operators can be applied to any combination of numeric types or any combination of boolean. Both must be numeric, both must be boolean. One numeric, one boolean, not allowed. Is the rule clear here? Equal to, not equal to operators can be applied to any combination of numeric types or any combination of boolean types, but not to mixed type. One numeric, one boolean, not allowed. One numeric, one boolean, not allowed. Am I clear here? Both should be numeric or both should be boolean. These are the different categories, rules about your relational operators. Then we have the next category by some name called logical operators. Logical operators. We have different logical operators: AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator. But apart from this one, we have double ampersand symbol also. We have double pipe symbol also. We have cap symbol also. These two are AND operators. These two are OR operators. This is exclusive OR operator. This is called NOT operator. 6 logical operators are available. Out of the 6, this 5 are used for combining the conditions. Relational operators are meant for creating the conditions, but these operators are meant for combining the conditions, or they used for complementing the result of a condition. Combining the conditions, or they are used for complementing the result of a condition. Complementing the result of a condition. So let's see some example. It is something like I have three variables x, y, and z. I'm comparing x less than y. This is a condition, right? And I compare x less than z. That is also a condition. I have two conditions now there. X less than y, x less than z. So if I want to combine, I can use AND operator to combine these two conditions like this. This is what the job of your AND operator, combining the conditions. And it can combine multiple conditions. It can combine multiple conditions. Condition 1 and condition 2. Condition 1 and condition 2. Two conditions I'm combining there. You can combine either 3 also, 10 also. The result of first condition will be what, dear? The result of first condition will be what, dear? True. The result of first condition will be what, dear? True. And the result of second condition will be also be Boolean type, true or false. Combinations: false, 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 true, true, false, true and true. False and false will give you false. False and true will give you false. True and false will give you false. True and true will give you true. True and true will give you true. So result will be Boolean type only, true or false only. Result will be true only if all the conditions are true. Result will be true only if all the conditions are true. Am I clear here? All the conditions must be true. All the conditions must be true. All the conditions must be true. Am I clear here? Logical operators are meant for combining the conditions, and result has to be Boolean type. Result should be true or false. There is no other option there. And when you are writing these conditions, result will be true only if all the conditions are true. Only if all the conditions are true. At least one of them is false, result is false. But we have the next one that is called double ampersand symbol. Double ampersand symbol is also meant for combining multiple conditions. Multiple conditions. This is also AND operator. This is also AND operator. Single ampersand symbol, double ampersand symbol. This is meant for combining multiple conditions. This is also meant for combining multiple conditions. Here also result will be Boolean type. Here also result will be Boolean type. Here the result will be true only if all the conditions are true. Here also result will be true only if all the conditions are true. So when you're telling same story, my dear, story is same only. Then the question should be, what is the difference between single ampersand and double ampersand operator? Difference is here in the performance. This single ampersand fellow does not have brain. So what it will do, if when you write this multiple, here I wrote only 2 only, you can write 3 also, 10 also, right? Single ampersand operator will check all the conditions. Single ampersand operator will check all the conditions and then decide the result true or false. Single ampersand operator will check all the conditions and then decide the result true or false. Double ampersand operator, smart fellow. What this fellow will do is, it will check the first condition. Now, the result of any condition has to be what? Either true or false only. Imagine the first one is false. Now, second is also false. False and false is false. Second is true. False and true. Now also false only. So second one is true or false doesn't matter. If the first one is true, sorry, if the first one is false, result is going to be confirm false only. So what this fellow, smart fellow will do is, it will check the first condition. If the result of the first condition is false, it will skip the execution of remaining conditions. It will not check the remaining conditions. It will not check the remaining conditions and directly give the result as false. If the first one is false, it will skip the remaining all conditions and directly give the result as false. But if the result of the first one is true, if the result of the first one is true, then it will evaluate the next condition. It will evaluate the next condition and then decide the result. So, but if the first one is true, single ampersand, double ampersand has no difference. But if the first one is false, what is happening? Here, double ampersand fellow is not checking the second condition. It is not checking the remaining conditions. So what will happen, Praveen? Your time is saved. Performance will improve. So double ampersand operator is designed to improve the performance of your application, but not always, only sometimes. Which sometimes, when the result of the first one is false, that time only it will improve your performance, save your time. Otherwise, both are same. This is your AND operator there. Two AND operators, single ampersand and double ampersand. Then we have single pipe and double pipe. Single pipe and double pipe. This is single pipe symbol, like this, and we have double pipe symbol. Double pipe. This is called as OR operator. This is also used for combining multiple conditions. This is also used for combining multiple conditions. Am I clear here? Single pipe symbol is used for combining conditions. Double pipe is also used for combining conditions, multiple conditions. Now result will be what type, Praveen? Boolean type only, true or false. False and false is false. False and true will be true. True and false will be true. True and true will be true. False false is false. False true is true. True false is true. True true is true. Means what? Result will be true if at least one of them is true. Result will be true if at least one of them is true. Am I clear there? Again, both are doing same job, but their difference is what? Performance. What difference, Praveen? Single pipe doesn't have any brain. It will check all the conditions. It will check all the conditions and then decide the result as true or false. But double pipe symbol, again smart fellow, will check the result of the first condition. Imagine the first one is true. Second one is false. True and false is true. Second is also true. Then what? Result is again true only. So second one is true or false doesn't matter. If the first one is true, confirm the result is going to be true only. So this fellow is a smart fellow. What will do? We'll check the first condition. If the result of first one is true, it will skip the evaluation of the remaining conditions. It will skip the evaluation of the remaining conditions and directly decide the result as what? True. It will save your time. But what if the first one is false, Praveen? If the first one is false, then it will check the remaining conditions and then decide the result. In such case, single pipe and double pipe both are exactly same. There is no difference there. That is your OR operator there. Single pipe and double pipe difference. So double ampersand and double pipe both are designed for improving the performance of your application. Am I clear here? Then we have some cap symbol. This is called as exclusive OR operator. This is also meant for combining multiple conditions. Result will be Boolean type, true or false. Result will be true when the inputs are different. Results will be true when the inputs are different. When the inputs are same, result is false. This is the truth table. This is called truth table, right? Truth table for what? XOR operator. Truth table for XOR operator. Am I clear here? Then the last one is called NOT operator. What is the use of this NOT operator? Exclamatory mark. It is used for complementing the result of a condition. You have to write it before the condition. If the result of this condition is true, this is going to make it false. If the result of this condition is false, this is going to make it true. This is going to make it true. Am I clear here? That is your logical operator there. And this logical operators, let me write here. Not 3, not 1.3, not B, not false. I have used all your logical operators there. Save it. I want to compile the program. Is it valid here? This is invalid. Why, Praveen? Logical operators that we are having there should be applied to only Boolean type. This is int, this is double, this is char, not allowed. Only Boolean type. Logical operators should be applied to only Boolean type. Other types not allowed. Other types not allowed. Am I clear? That is your category of operators called logical operators. Then I put the next category that is called by some name as conditional operator. Conditional operator. There is only one symbol, that is question mark and colon. Why do you call this as conditional operator? The syntax is write a condition, put a question mark, write some expression, put a colon, write some expression. Expression 1, expression 2. Am I clear here? Now, result of any condition is going to be what? Boolean type. Result of any condition is going to be of Boolean type, true or false. True or false. If the result of this condition is true, it will execute the expression available after question mark. If the result of this condition is false, it will execute the what? Expression available after colon. It will execute the expression available after colon. Any condition result will be of Boolean type, true or false. Only two options. If the result of this condition is true, then whatever you write here after this question mark, this expression 1 is going to execute. If the result of this condition is false, then it is going to execute the expression available after colon, either this one or this one. Any one of them is going to execute based on the result of this condition. And you can call this conditional operator by one more name called ternary operator. The only ternary operator that you have in Java language. Why you call ternary? This is operand 1, this is operand 2, this is operand 3. 3 operands are available here. I write one condition, 2 less than 3. If true, display 2, otherwise display 3. So based on the result of the condition, you get either 2 or 3. This is 2. I change the condition there, that's it, simple. 2 greater than 3. 2 greater than 3, true or false? False. So what will happen? What is the output here? It is 3. Why here 3? This is false, so this is going to execute. This is going to execute. Let me write another condition, 3 less than 4, question mark, and I'm going to display high, and colon, I'm going to display by. Is the condition true or false? What is this one here? Condition is true, so result is going to be what? Result is high. Am I clear here? Why, Praveen? Condition is true. Now let me write here 3 less than 4, 5 greater than 6, question mark high, colon hello, colon by, saved. Praveen, what you have done? I have done nesting there. I have done nesting. What is the output you are seeing? Hello. Why hello? This is one part. No, this is the condition, 3 less than 4. This is valid or invalid? This is valid. This condition is true. 3 less than 4. So question mark will execute, colon will be ignored. So this part will be ignored. This part has to execute. But there, again you have one condition. There you have again one condition. 5 greater than 6. It is what? False. So question mark or colon? So if the condition is false, it is going to execute colon. What is there after colon? Hello. And that is the output there. So conditional operator can be nested. Or if you have two variables, I want to find out the smallest of those two numbers. So I write min is equal to x less than y. If true, store x. Otherwise, you store y. I want to find max. X is greater than y. True, store x. Else store y. Difference. If x is greater than y, you do x minus y. Otherwise, you do y minus x. That is what you should. Like you can try out this conditional operator everywhere. So which expression is executed here depends upon the condition that you write. And that is the reason we call it as what? Conditional operator, the only ternary operator in Java language. Then we have something called as new operator. Till now, what we have used, they're all symbols here. Plus symbol, equal to symbol, less than symbol, ampersand, question marks, they're all symbols. This is a keyword. And this is your 10th keyword. 10th keyword. When you learn 9 keywords, Praveen, we learn data types right here. We learned byte, we learned short, we learned int, we learned long, we learned float, we learned double, we learned char, we have learned boolean. These are all primitive data types. And we have 8 primitive types. We have 8 primitive types. And they're all keywords. And then we learned how to write a class. And to write a class, we are using class keyword. These are the 8 keywords, and this is your 9th keyword. And now I'm talking about a keyword called new. new. What is the use of this new? This class keyword is meant for declaring a class, and for that class, if you want to create the object, you must take the help of what? New keyword. So I have a class called employee class, assume. Employee class. I begin the employee class, end the employee class. I want to create an object of employee class. I want to create an object of employee class. Employee emp is equal to new employee. This is a style of doing the object creation. To create the object, first you must have the class. This is called as object creation. New operator is meant for doing the object creation. Now, what do you mean by object creation? In Java language, when we learn JVM architects and all, we learn one area called as heap memory. So this is my heap memory. My heap contains some hundreds and thousands of bytes. My heap contains some hundreds and thousands of bytes. Am I clear here? This is my heap memory. Now, I don't want the entire heap memory here. Then what, Ravin? Out of this 100 bytes of 1000 bytes of memory you have, we are going to allocate some memory for your employee class. This is what you call object creation. Now, creating object means don't say drawing circle and all. We don't draw circles and all here. We are going to allocate a small amount of memory required for your class. And that is what you call object. So creating an object means allocating some memory for a class in the heap. I repeat the statement. Allocating some memory for a class in the heap is called as object creation. Now this object is referred by the name what I wrote here. What is the name I wrote? EMP. This name is your choice. You can write whatever you want there. And you should call this EMP as what you know here? Reference variable. What you should call? Reference variable. If a variable is referring to the object, pointing to the object, then we call that particular variable as reference variable. Then we call that variable as what here? Reference variable. So what is reference variable here? If a variable is referring or pointing to an object, then we call that variable as reference variable. And the name of the reference variable can be any valid Java identifier. I wrote the name as EMP. You can write whatever name you want, but it has to be a valid Java identifier. And for any class, you can create any number of objects. Here I am creating one object for employee class. You can create one more object as you can create any number of objects. It is your choice. You can create any number of objects. It is your choice how many objects you want to create. And this is a user-defined class. This is a user-defined class. Using new operator, you can create object for user-defined class also. You can create object for predefined class also. Using new operator, you can create object for any class. It may be predefined, it may be user-defined. It is your choice for which class you want to create the object. So creating the object means what, dear? Allocating some memory for the class in the heap memory. That is what we call object creation there. Apart from this new operator, I write one more operator called dot operator. When I say dot, I am referring to this dot symbol, full stop symbol. What is the use of this dot? Now this employee class may have some variables and methods. So if you want to access, you can access them by using the class name. Which variable you want, which method you want, that you can access. Dot operator can be used for accessing the variables and methods present in the class. Class is a collection of members, variables and methods. So which variable you want, which method you want, that you can access by using dot. And if you don't want to use the dot class name there, you have one more option there where you can use the reference variable there. When you create the object, you have some reference variable. Now you can use the reference also. So class name or reference can be used for accessing the variables and methods by using dot operator. And we learned some word called package. Do you remember? Package. Package is a collection of classes. Now package may contain multiple classes. Package may contain multiple classes. Which class you want to access? Which class you want to access? That class can be accessed with the help of dot operator. So some people, instead of calling dot operator, what they do is they call it as access operator. Why, Praveen? Because dot operator is meant for accessing a class from a package, accessing the variables and methods from a class. Accessing the variables and methods from a class. That is the purpose of your dot operator. Different categories of operators available in Java language. And I would like to talk one more, the last category, that is called by some name as bitwise operators. Bitwise operators. What I mean by bitwise operators? These operators will perform operations on the bits of a number. These operators will perform operations on the bits of a number. Am I clear here? They'll perform operations on the bits of a number. These operators will perform operations on what, dear? Bits of a number. Bits, binary digits, bits of a number. Every number will be stored in the form of bits only, binary digits only. Am I clear here? And this category is the most rarely used category of operators in your development. We never use much of them. And the main reason I'm discussing this category, I can ignore them, but the main reason for discussing this category is, if you observe, these symbols are same. These three are repeating here also. This is logical AND, this is bitwise AND. Logical OR, bitwise OR. Logical XOR, bitwise XOR. Remaining are different there, but these three are common between both the categories there. So I want you to have clarity between these three. AND, OR, and XOR category of operators. Am I clear here? This is what bitwise operators. I'll explain this bitwise operators tomorrow, and then we'll continue with some more things tomorrow. But have you all tried the installation of Java language? Have you all tried the first program? How to write a Java program, how to set the path, how to compile the program, different things. Please try all those things and come back. And we'll continue these things in the next session tomorrow. See you tomorrow.